Very excited about a 5K run, fun run tomorrow with lots of Metro government employees out at Shawnee Park to kick off the Memorial Day weekend. So I will start my Memorial Day weekend in one of our amazing Louisville parks in Shawnee Park. We're here really today for an exciting and wonderful announcement, and that is about the future of our parks department. And one reason that our parks are as special as they are as great as they are, and provide so much enjoyment and opportunities to others, is because of our incredible team of public servants that are dedicated to caring for our parks. I want to say a special thanks to Director Jason Canuel and the senior leadership team of our Parks Department, and every member of our Parks team for everything that you all do every day so that others in our city can enjoy the amazing parks that we have in our city. It is just your incredible work creates wonderful memories, wonderful, healthy lifestyle opportunities, just really wonderful experiences for people throughout our city. And I know families across the city get such great enjoyment and use out of all of our parks. So thank you all for making that happen. I also want to give a special shout out to Ozzie Gibson for his leadership and stepping in an interim period and leading our reorganization efforts, empowering this amazing team of public servants that we have at Louisville Parks and Recreation. We're also so fortunate to be blessed with an amazing community that supports our parks across the entire city. We have a Metro Council that is so incredibly supportive of our park, and thanks to Councilwoman Fowler, Councilman Reed, who are with us here today. Thanks for your continued support of not just parks in your district, but parks and community centers across our entire city. We also have great supporting organizations like the Olmsted Parks Conservancy and Wilderness Parks and Parks for All Alliance that are also supporting our parks throughout our community. And we have several members of our Parks Advisory Committee that are with us here as well that helped us through this process. Thank you to everyone who has helped makes our parks such an amazing part of our city. And thanks for being here today as we have a very special announcement about the future of our parks leadership. It's no secret that for some time we've been working on a search for a permanent leader of the Louisville Parks and Recreation. This is such a critical, important position for Metro government and for our city. And we need somebody who understands what our parks mean to the people of Louisville and what they mean to our quality of life and to our health, for sustainability, public safety, the economy, and so much more. We also need a leader who recognizes that we're at a critical moment in the history of the development of our parks. We have a visionary Parks for All plan that lays out how we can strengthen our system. We have resources. We have volunteers. We have supporting organizations like I just mentioned. We have a supportive Metro Council and Mayor's administration. We have so many outstanding partners that want to help and work together to move our parks forward. And to lead our effort, we need a leader with the right knowledge and experience, someone who understands this vision for our parks and who has the right attention to detail, who will help us implement these plans, help work with the great team that we already have in place at Louisville Metro Parks. And while we looked far and wide across our country for the new executive director of parks, it turns out that the right leader for our parks is someone who's been in Metro government all along, about 20 years, in fact. And so I'm so honored today to introduce the next executive director of Louisville Parks and Recreation, Michelle King. Come on up, Michelle. I'll embarrass you a little bit and say a little bit about Michelle. Michelle is currently doing an outstanding job as Assistant Director of the Louisville Metro Air Pollution Control District. She's worked at APCD since 2005, and her work there has been great preparation as she now gets ready to take on the leadership of Louisville Parks and Recreation. She has a law degree as well as a degree in environmental science and environmental policy. Michelle has done terrific work working with the Tree Advisory Commission, another one of our important partners. She knows the city, she knows our parks, she knows Metro government, and she's earned a reputation, well-deserved, as a highly effective communicator and collaborator. Michelle is someone who listens, who learns, and helps others that she's working with do the same. Michelle has a proven track record as a leader and a strategic thinker. She is going to bring all of these traits and more to her new role as the Executive Director of Louisville Parks and Recreation. So please join me in welcoming our new Executive Director, Michelle King. Michelle, thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Mayor Greenberg, for this incredible opportunity. It really, truly is an honor. As a lifelong Louisvillian, I know what an asset our parks and recreation spaces are to our community and how important they are to our well-being and quality of life. And with the major investments that have been taking place in our parks, I think it's clear that Mayor Greenberg, Metro Council, and so many other local, state, and federal partners know that as well. From the woodlands of Cherokee Park and Jefferson Memorial Forest to the wide open spaces for play in places like Shawnee and Charlie Vettner parks, there is something for everyone in our parks. And whether it's our oldest park at Baxter Square or our newest at the Alberta O. Jones Park in California neighborhood, every park serves our community, and every park deserves our best. And that goes for our community centers too. These hubs for gathering and learning and fellowship among neighbors, they're pillars in a healthy community, just as much as the thousands of trees that our urban forestry team plants and maintains every day. Programs across our parks and recreation facilities provide residents with resources from fitness and nutrition classes to technology access and arts discovery. And with that, they open doors to new experiences for all. And the opportunity to join the remarkable Parks and Recreation team that has sustained and grown these spaces and programs through the years was really just simply not one that I could miss. I've been a Louisville Metro employee for nearly 20 years. I know the pride that comes from serving your community. And I want to make sure that every Parks and Recreation employee feels that too, and that they know that they are valued and supported the way that I have been in my years at the Air Pollution Control District. 123 parks, 14 community centers, 7,500 acres of natural areas. These are really impressive numbers. But what's even more impressive are the more than 360 employees of Louisville Parks and Recreation and the service that they provide for us every single day. Likewise, it's really remarkable to see the way our community supports its park system. We have strong partners like the Olmsted Parks Conservancy, Parks Alliance of Louisville, Wilderness Louisville, 21st Century Parks, Waterfront Parks, and Trees Louisville, all of whom understand the importance and the great public spaces and programs that we have. I look forward to working with them to bring the best our parks have to offer to every person in this city, and together we will continue the tradition of excellence that our Louisville parks strive for. Now, I have much to learn as I embark upon this journey. And I have to recognize that it would be a very difficult step to take if I wasn't joining the extraordinary parks team that's led by Director Canuel, Masude, Ben, Paul, Nathan, Sarah, Bridget, all of whom are just doing incredible work. Thank you all for the expertise and the dedication that you offer our community. I look forward to learning from you and growing with you. Thank you to Ozzie Gibson for providing a steady hand on the wheel to support that team for the past year and a half. And overall, thank you again, Mayor Greenberg, Deputy Mayor George, for placing your confidence in me and entrusting me with this great responsibility. Truly, it is an honor, and I'm humbled, but I'm inspired by the opportunity. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Do you guys want to speak? I was going to ask Councilwoman Fowler and Councilman Reed if you guys wanted to share. I know I'm putting you on the spot. Well, I do want to say thank you, Michelle. What? Okay, definitely. But this is truly about partnership. And I do want to again thank Michelle and the entire Parks team and the partnership that we have with all these organizations, with members of Metro Council. And I also want to add one other thanks, and that is to a future member of Metro Council that is here with us today. That is future Metro Council woman Josie Raymond. Thank you for joining us. And currently Representative Raymond, thank you for your support of parks at the state level. It was great to see the state make some commitments to some Louisville parks to our urban gem, Jefferson Memorial Forest. That's amazing, and I'm excited to continue to work with you, and I know your future colleagues on Metro Council are as well, as we continue to strengthen our parks. So congratulations on your victory last week, and we're excited to work with you in your new role. Future Councilwoman Raymond has no opposition in the November election, and that's part of the reason why I'm saying this with such confidence and certainty. So otherwise, I try not to dabble in politics from this podium here in this building. So congratulations, thank you, and we're excited about the continued partnership. Thank you to everyone else for joining us here today. You all are such an important part of why our parks are so amazing, and I hope others join me tomorrow morning at Shawnee Park for a great start to our Memorial Weekend, or enjoy a park anywhere near you, or even better, this Memorial Day weekend, go find a park that you haven't visited. As Michelle said, we have 123 parks. Some are great places to read a book. Some are great places to go for a walk. So many different things that you can do in our Louisville park system. Go explore a new park this weekend. Enjoy with some friends or family, and you'll see what truly makes our parks so special. Thank you all very much, and we're happy to take any questions that the media might have.
Michelle, as the new director, is there a different direction that you plan to take our parks in the future?
Here, Michelle, talk from here.
Thank you. I think that our parks are on a great trajectory. My goal is really to be able to be a strategic umbrella for the team that we have in place, really allow them to continue the big moves that we're seeing in our parks, using the great investments that we've received and hope to continue to see. So I'm not here to change the direction, I'm here to further it.
Are there any big projects that you're looking forward to getting started on?
All of them. I truly do have much to learn, because there's so many great things happening in parks. There's projects across the city, in our community centers. There's some really fantastic strategic plans in place, and so I'm really looking forward to digging in with this team and seeing how we can keep those moving forward.
We have
For about 18 months, you've been looking for a national parks director, and I know the search began as national, and then it turned into kind of like if they have a national or a parks background experience. And I know Michelle has a master's and a law degree, but I'm just wondering, why do you think it was so hard to find somebody with a parks background or outside of the state?
Well, what we were looking for from the very beginning was the right leader. I think whether you're in the Parks Department or many of the other departments of Metro government, the key is to be the right leader for the position at the right moment. We know this amazing team that we continue to talk about, someone that could work well with the great folks that we already have, that could take the vision and the plans that already exist and help add value and support to the existing team to implement those plans. And we know we have the right person in Michelle. Just take, for example, next week. We've got some wonderful announcements next week about some of those many projects that are already in place at Iroquois Park, at Camp Taylor Park. We've got big projects like the Algonquin Pool and Camp Taylor Park. We just got some state funding also for Shawnee Park. That's going to be a big project, Jefferson Memorial Park. And then there are lots of much smaller projects as well, deferred maintenance that needs to be caught up on. Supporting our team and making sure they have the right equipment to take care of our golf courses and the grass, and that the mowing is done on the right cycle. So we were looking for the right leader that could help support and work with the existing team to implement these plans and improve the quality of all 123 of our parks.
One of the main things is that Park for All plan, and I'm just wondering, what is the first step of our plan?
Yes.
First step in that plan for Michelle?
So in the budget that we have proposed to Metro Council right now, there are a couple of proposed investments by the city to continue to further that plan. There's a long list of things that need to be done. There are both capital improvements with some new additions to existing parks. There's also a lot of deferred maintenance to be caught up on, and of course, doing it all through an equity lens. And so the team right now is working to implement that plan. As the city continues to make funds available, we'll continue to invest in that. So there are a couple of investments that we'll make this year. Alberta Jones Park is not yet complete. There's still a whole nother phase to do of that. So we are really excited to implement that plan. We're really excited to continue matching funds with the Olmsted Parks Conservancy. We're really excited to advance the master plan of Jefferson Memorial Forest. We're really excited to turn the funding that we have available from the state for the Shawnee Outdoor Nature Center into a reality. Lots of great plans that Michelle, this team, Deputy Mayor George, myself, all of our park partners are going to be collaborating on over the coming months and years.
Just because you mentioned it twice now, what is the deferred maintenance looking like at this point?
A lot. We have years and years of, and millions of dollars of deferred maintenance, everything from improving the maintenance sheds themselves that house the equipment that's used for maintenance, to improving our restrooms that are in our parks, which we want to make sure are open and usable and safe and clean for everyone who uses our parks, to removing graffiti, to improving the equipment that exists as well, to making sure we have trucks and other equipment that can plant the trees that have great federal and local funding to plant. And so we're doing that. We can't do it all at once. We know that. And so working with Michelle and Jason and everyone else that give Metro Council and our administration guidance on the priority of what's needed for that deferred maintenance is something that we'll continue to invest in over the coming years.
Question, Michelle, regarding yesterday's press conference and Scott Scheffler's situation, how confident are you in the police department's internal investigation, and how did into Detective Gillis, and then how did that complicate things when his record was released yesterday, which included accommodations but also reprimands?
So we are, again, what we were focused on yesterday was with respect to the body cam footage in the body camera that was not turned on. And I think it says a lot that we now have a police department that 6 days following an incident was able to do an investigation into a potential violation of policy, which this turned out to be, and then to deal with that with the individual. And so that's what we were focused on yesterday. There's certainly a lot more facts that have to continue. The investigation continues. Right now, this case is in the hands of the county attorney, and I respect the legal process for the county attorney to complete the investigation. And as I've said many times before, I'm hopeful that on June 3rd, all parties are able to move forward at that point. I would like to see all parties be able to move forward on June 3rd. I think everyone has made that clear, and I'm hopeful that the county attorneys and that the parties that involved can do that. In my role as mayor, I think that's as far as I should go at this point. I need to respect the legal process. Did you have one more question for Michelle? Okay, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay.
Sorry, I was gonna ask you, there's been a lot of leadership changes at the top of parks, so how do you institute quickly, I guess, like some stability, like you have plans for, you know it's time, but
Right.
also just how do you manage some of that?
I'm a person that is used to leading teams of really highly competent professionals, and I know that's what I'm stepping into here. So my first step is to listen and learn, and that's what I'll be doing. I need to understand what are the needs, what are our strengths, where are the gaps, and so that's really my first step and what I'll be focused on to start.
Mayor Greenberg listed a long list of projects and improvements that are to be made over the next few years. Are there any in particular that you're most passionate about, or any that you're looking forward to embarking on?
I'll get back to you with that one. There are so many exciting projects, and it's not just the new developing projects. It's deferred maintenance. You know, that's important that we maintain our facilities that we have right now and that they're usable and functional for our residents. So, you know, there's not really a ranking of just the, new and exciting things. It's also exciting to see our parks facilities being maintained and so that they're used